What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Memorial weekend. Please be safe out there. There'll be extra police on the roads. Don't drink and drive. Enjoy and don't eat too many burgers. And definitely not too much beans. Not because nobody needs too many beans. Because you're gonna be around a lot of people, and too many beans and a lot of people don't mix. Anyway, the Cowboys knee deep in OTAs, a kinder and gentler NFL, which is now you can't practice like you used to. The Cowboys are taking heed to that and making sure that they don't overdo it where they lose an OTA practice. Now, we know that the NFL has a couple of things that are going on. They have changed the rules, and they're slowly, at this point, I'm just wondering why they're just not getting away with kickoffs. Um, they have changed kickoffs from actually being a game changer to basically just saying you're getting the ball on the 25-yard line. Um, you have to understand, when I played football at JMU, I was a special teamer, and that's when I first got on the field, was being the hot man on kickoffs. A position that basically doesn't really exist like it used to. It used to be you had what was known as the wedge, which was, five guys get together, five big guys, and they're making a wedge. My job was to run down the field and run into the wedge and bust the wedge. So that way somebody else could make the tackle. And if you don't think that running down the field as fast as you can and running into guys that are running the opposite direction isn't violent, I can understand the reasons for doing that. However, when you make changes like that, it changes jobs and job descriptions. Special teams coaches that coach how to do kickoffs, kickoff returns, well, their workloads get a little lighter. And if you are a kickoff return specialist, then that changes the game. Kavon Turpin has been, of course, saying, I'm not fair catching anything. I'm not fair catching anything. Well, if you don't get the ball out to the 25-yard line and you're not fair catching, you're probably not going to have a job for very long. Now, the Cowboys have been using him a lot more in the wide receiver role. So he's getting a lot more work on that one. I guess the Cowboys are figuring, well, kickoff specialists may not be quite as important. We have to find more worth in what we do with you. The thing about Kavon Turpin is he's fast, he's small. And this is the thing that the Cowboys, on both sides of the ball, you have to understand and look at it and say, this team is young and it's fast. Everything about the Dallas Cowboys is about speed. You look at the linebackers, when you get a Damone Clark, when you get Overshown, that dude's like a 4.5 40. At 6'4", that guy can fly. Micah Parsons is another guy that can move. And even Mozzie Smith, with his big behind, moves really well. So the question will be is, how are the Cowboys going to use Kavon Turpin? And what we've heard from Dak Prescott is, and from Mike McCarthy is, we're not throwing away the whole playbook. It's not. There's things that are in there that work really well, and it would be stupid not to use them. I'm hoping one of those things is 12 personnel, because you all know how much I love 12 personnel, because it keeps the defense honest. You can run, you can pass out of either. And unfortunately, too many times with Kellen Moore, you knew every time it was going to be a pass. In which case, teams understood it's going to be a pass, and we're going to be in a nickel coverage, which means strength against strength. That's unfortunately the Jason Garrett mentality, that we're just going to be physically better than you. And in today's football, everybody's big, everybody's fast, everybody's physical. So that doesn't work but so much. And when people know exactly what you're doing, it's not so hard to stop. But we'll see how it goes. I have been knee deep in this red brick house, and I am really exhausted tonight. Um, the thing about me is I can go and go and go and go and go, and once I stop, I literally fall out. And I have been going and going and going and going on this red brick house. It's just like a desire to try and get it done. You know, as my wife would say, self-imposed deadlines or self-imposed, what do you call it? Self-inflicted deadlines. Um, I think I realized tonight why Memorial Weekend was the reason why what I was shooting for, which is grandiose. We're talking about a house that's been in disrepair for 40 or 50 years. The old pictures that we saw in the history books, it looked kind of like the way I was when I bought it, but the street wasn't there. It was like literally hay. It looked like around the house, and it was falling apart. Um, but I think it's because my beautiful bride over there, I don't know if she realizes the significance of tonight. Because tonight is 20 years ago that we were in the process of moving into our house that we live in now. Did you realize that, baby? We closed on that house and we started moving in. It was close that they were like, oh, well, we may have to be like on Tuesday. They're like, no, bro, I'm out of time on my house. I got to be out of there. My stuff's going to be on the street. We got to close today. And so I think it was fitting that I wanted that Memorial Weekend to kind of continue. But 20 years with that wonderful lady through, as you guys know, I'm Crazy Mark. I'm not the easiest person to get along with.
You waiting for a comment from me?
Yeah. No comment?
What do you want me to say?
Hmm?
What do you want me to say?
That's right about you could agree or disagree.
No more look, no more or less than I am.
Okay, so we're equally yoked.
Equally a nuisance.
Right. We're both a pain in the ass. I'm a pain in her ass and she's a pain in my ass. Pause.
Works for me.
Okay. Yeah. But I wouldn't want to go through this life with anyone other than her. So
Ditto.
that's all I have to say about that. So tomorrow, go back home, work on our other house. Because I'm Crazy Mark. I'm crazy like that. But we'll definitely need to get some plants and stuff because our other house is probably feeling like it's neglected. We don't want to neglect it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, be safe out there. Don't eat. Don't overeat. Do not overeat, and stay away from all the beans. Okay, don't do too many beans. And I'm keeping it short and sweet because I'm gonna go pass out. All right, peace. Oh, see how tired I am? Remember, tell the people you love them. Because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. Be safe, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.